everybody, and welcome to another episode of Catching Up. I am your host, Kevin, with the Comedy Arts Theater of Charlotte, aka Catch. And while we are being told to socially isolate from one another, we are trying to still connect with the community and engage with our performers, our students. And so on today's episode, I have the pleasure of interviewing the wonderfully talented Heather. Give it up for Heather, everybody.
Hello.
Clapping.
Oh, we're clapping.
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so glad to have you here, Heather. I miss seeing you around Catch. It's good to see you and talk to you. How about you introduce yourselves to the people in any way that you want, any information, how you're connected to Catch, whatever you'd like to share.
Sure, absolutely. So I came to Catch because I won a drawing, actually, a raffle, where I won
a golden ticket.
I got a golden ticket to the, I guess, what's the first name of the first class?
Level 1.
Well, Unlocking the Self.
There you go.
There is a name.
There is
Thank
a name. You were right.
So I had been wanting to do some improv for a while, but avoided it for some time just because I hadn't done it in a long time, and also was afraid.
Yeah.
So I desperately wanted to get back on stage because I used to do a lot of stage stuff, and this was the way that I could do that. And then I went to level 1 and I was sold.
Yes.
I couldn't stop.
We get you right at the beginning.
Well, it's so applicable to life.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to separate that, and I loved every second of it.
Oh, that's a wonderful promotion.
You are welcome.
When this all starts again, stops, you can come on back.
Okay. I remember in our first class, I think it was my first class, we were talking about just answering honestly, and I realized at one point, I think, so Abby was on stage with me.
Yeah.
And asked me a question, and I totally lied. And then asked another question. I was like, I need to stop this scene right now.
I can't stop lying.
I can't.
I remember that. And now you've gone through the levels and are a performer now. So that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Awesome. A performer on our house team, Professional Strangers. Check it out. So I'm going to go right into these questions. These questions took me a long time to come up with.
It was tough.
They're hard-hitting, and I apologize if they make you emotional. So the first one is, what is your favorite Catch memory?
Oh.
Or one of, no real pressure.
I think my favorite Catch memory is probably our second Professional Strangers show. We obviously, I hadn't been with them very long, and I know that they weren't together much longer before I joined them. Yeah. But the first show for me, I was still in my head a lot, and we were still finding our groove. And that second show there's something about when you do a show and it just feels right. Yeah. And everyone was connecting on just every level that we needed to be connected. And I left the stage thinking, that's how this should feel.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like always funny all the way through, but it was truthful, and we trusted one another. And I was like, okay, that's how this is supposed to feel when you leave the stage.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite. That's been my favorite memory.
Oh, I love that. It's that feeling that keeps us all coming back for more, I think. So,
I know.
Yeah. I miss it. What do you think the greatest lesson improv has taught you that you've been able to take into your life?
I think I already touched on that a little bit earlier, but when I get in situations where I feel overwhelmed or anxious, I often answer with what I think the person wants to hear. and not what's honest to myself.
Yeah.
And I think improv has helped me work on that in particular. And I'm a thinker, which, I mean, to an extent everyone is, but probably a little too much.
Yeah.
And for me, it's helped me try to just answer how I'm feeling in the moment and honestly for myself. And so that's been and even as someone who tries to encourage people to do that on a daily basis, it's very difficult. It's also, it's made me much more aware of how hard that actually is.
Yeah.
Which I am thankful for.
Good. Awesome. I love that. What do you currently miss most about Catch and Improv during this quarantine?
Laughing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it has been hard for me. Like, I have struggled with not just not being around. Well, I'm not around people because I'm still going to work, but the not being around that family, where it feels safe to just be stupid, has been tough. And I mean, we've done some Skype and Zoom stuff, but it's not the same.
Yeah. No,
it's not the same.
Yeah, it's definitely been hard. I mean, like you were saying, this stuff has really helped me, but you're right, it's not the same. There's something about that. As cliche as it sounds, it's like a buzz, right? And I just can't wait for us to reconvene. I have a feeling it's going to be very emotional.
I think everyone's going to laugh a lot, and then everyone's going to cry a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be intense. So now we're going to move on to the silly portion of the interview. And this is inspired by the great late James Lipton and the banal pivot questionnaire. So the first question is, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word?
Yeah. In this moment, at least.
Okay. Are
you Googling?
No, I'm not Googling.
What's a word?
What is a good word to say that I like? Plethora.
Love it. What's your least favorite word?
Ooh, growth.
Growth? There is an entire department at my office that's called growth. And
listen. Not like personal growth, but like a growth of sort. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I can't do it.
The way that you said it, I didn't even think of personal growth. I immediately thought of the gross version.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you had said growth, I wouldn't have, but you said growth, so it worked.
Well, I have this really weird phobia of things like that, and I just can't.
Of personal growth?
Yes, I'm afraid of it. Self-awareness? Nope, no thanks.
What's a sound or noise that you love?
Running water.
What's a sound or noise that you hate?
I have to choose one. Well, so, I mean, nails on a chalkboard for sure. I can't do it. It sends me out. But there's also the feeling and sound of when I file my nails. I don't love it. It's not my favorite.
That's fair. What is your favorite curse word? Probably shit. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. It just feels appropriate in a lot of settings.
Yes. What profession other than yours would you absolutely love to do?
I mean, other than being an actor, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go outside of like performing as well.
Outside of performing.
Yeah.
Probably something that's always in like that I would love to do that I thought if I did anything, I'd probably be a vet.
Oh, love that.
I love the animals.
Nice.
Or an engineer. I've thought about that too.
Or a what?
Engineer.
Like a train.
Yes. True. No.
No judgment.
Shut up.
You ride that train.
Come on, ride it.
What about a profession that you would absolutely not love to do?
Work at a funeral home.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So last question.
What are the people that embalm?
Embalmers?
No, there's another name.
I think they're called embalmers. Embalmists?
Embalmists?
Undertakers?
Undertaker. That's the word I was looking for.
Ah.
Did you just that?
No.
Oh.
Google free, hands. And the final question of the banal pivot questionnaire is, if heaven exists, what would you like God or the creator or whatever it is to you, what would you like them to say to you as you arrive?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Inside the Actor Studio, I'm telling you.
I love it. Maybe, I mean, please come in. Well, I mean, I think
there was a bit of a begging, please come in. We need you.
Thanks, and this is gonna be fun.
I like it.
Like, glad to have you here. I'm excited.
This is gonna be fun.
I like to be
drops the record needle. Love it. So that's the end of the silly question portion of the I almost said the evening, but it's like 10:30 in the morning.
Well, I've been up since 7, so
coffee.
Almost evening.
This is actually cranberry juice, everybody. I don't drink coffee. I wanted to seem cool by putting it in a coffee mug.
That says Breakfast of Champions.
Right, Kurt Vonnegut. I
think you should. That should be your promotion for cranberry juice.
Ocean spray cranberry juice. Tastes like the ocean. Anyway, thank you so much, Heather, for joining me on Catching Up. Before we wrap up, just wanted to ask you if there's anything else you'd like to say or ask. This is the time to do it. Any thoughts that you have before we leave this episode?
Quarantine related or anything?
Anything you'd like.
How are you doing?
Thank you for asking. No one's asked me that yet.
Really?
No, they have. Just off camera. You're the only one that cares about my feelings on camera. So
okay.
I appreciate you asking. I'm doing all right. It has its ups and downs for sure. I think as I'm sure is the case with a lot of us, starting to go a little stir crazy. And definitely miss Catch, really do. I mean, that's, we spent so much time and energy putting that place together, and to have it gone for even what seems like months, even if it's just month, has been pretty hard. But things like this and the videos that we're putting out are just ways for us to continue to stay creative and connected are great. And having good people to live with and dogs to live with is super helpful also. So
good.
Well, thank you for asking. Well, that is it for the episode of Catching Up, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have joined us, I'm going to thank you anyway, even if you're not watching us. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you.
Hope you're all staying safe. You can see the wonderful Heather on Professional Strangers. Check them out. And also like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Right, Heather? I mean, come on.
Right.
Follow us on Facebook. You can see all the wonderful content, free content that we're putting out during this, featuring our community, effort to stay creative and engaged. So check us out. And you can go to our website at catch.theater/social-isolation. And you can see all of our content. So thank you so much, Heather. It was great catching up, and I'll hopefully see you very, very soon in person.
Okay.
Yes.
Bye.